Bash at the Beach, trademark 2.
AEW,
yeah. They're going to be doing it on a cruise.
AEWCW,
yeah, it's going to be. But yes, so we're heading to 1997.
Wild. Well, he's been good after these, eh? What else is? Oh, is he going to have the bunkhouse?
Man, imagine! Yeah! So we need some more stuff for the podcast.
We need another big brass boot.
Hello and welcome back to the only wrestling podcast that exclusively rebooks, reviews and reimagines the worst of wrestling's past. We are better, core creative, and we are ripping the doors off our advent calendar and doing our 12 days of Christmas once again, but with a lot less Dave this time.
Too much Dave.
But what will our present be today? But before we get to that, as ever, I am joined to my right by our very own Christmas pudding, Jack Chance.
Hello.
And to my left, the Grinch from Grinchtown, it's Sam Chance.
Hello.
And I am jolly old Saint Ben, Scrooge, saying hello. But what will be our present today? And it's day 11 of our 12 days of Christmas, and if you're keeping count, that has been 10 lords humongous sing, 9 ladies dancing, 8 Kurt's a milking, 7 Swanns a swimming, 6 Geese a stepping, 5 star match, 4 Freebirds, 3 French hens, 2 toxic turtles, and Shirley in a Crabtree. But our days 11 is Piper's Piping, and as if it could be anyone else, we are checking out the one and only Roddy Piper. But we have checked out his highest rated Dave Meltzer match to date. If you want to check that out, head over to Wrestlemania 8 in our archives when we discuss his match with Bret Hart. So what I decided to do was check out his second highest rated match.
His second highest?
Yep. And we're heading to Bash at the Beach 1997. I wonder if anything exciting happened at the previous Bash at the Beach.
No, I don't know. It's very forgetful.
Conan v Flair.
Yeah, Flair beat Conan for the US.
Bash at the Beach 1997. On that note, before we go on, Bash at the Beach, trademark 2.
AEW,
yeah. They're going to be doing it on a cruise.
AEWCW,
yeah, it's going to be. But yes, so we're heading to 1997.
Wild. Well, he's been good after these, eh? What else is? Oh, is he going to have the bunkhouse?
Man, imagine! Yeah! So we need some more stuff for the podcast.
We need another big brass boot. Battle royal in a cage.
Oh, Cody's got to go over though, isn't he? True Dusty style.
or Dusty.
Yeah. Or Dusty. Just put Dusty over. Put like one of them Hasbro Dusty Rhodes figures in and put that over.
And everybody just looks at it and then does a bump.
Yeah, they probably would in AEW. Fucking Orange Cassidy would. Anyway, Bash at the Beach 1997. I ain't doing a cornet. I'm saying nothing about chicken in Africa.
Jim.
Bloody hell, Jim. You had a good thing going there. We're heading to July 13th in 1997, Bash at the Beach. But number 1 in 1997, it was Spice Girls, but it wasn't Who Become One. It was Too Much.
Brian Christopher's got tail.
Yeah, it's number 1. That year.
And it was around that time.
But if they don't want to check out the Spice Girls, Jack, I believe you have one final Christmas present from you to offer out to them today.
Yes. My final Christmas present. In honour of Rodney the Piper, who isn't Scottish, but we'll say he is for gimmick purposes. I am offering a match from Scotland. It is Drew Galloway, who is now known as Drew McIntyre, in case you don't know.
Again known as Drew McIntyre.
Again, versus Grado from Fear and Loathing 8.
Is that where he wins?
That's when Grado wins the belt.
Yeah.
And I think Mr. Galloway hops it back to the Federation.
Well,
and Mick Foley comes in and gives him the belt.
Does
also Grado, yeah.
I like the one that was Joe Hendry in his Hendry ball.
Oh, Hendry ball.
Brilliant. Absolutely amazing. But yes, do check that out. But we are checking out Roddy Piper versus Ric Flair in 1997. As Roddy Piper is out first, the commentary team are Bobby the Brain Heenan, Tony Schiavone, and Dusty Rhodes, baby. Dusty Rhodes. They put the match over really well, though, and Piper shits himself when his pyro goes off. Absolutely can't it. Ric Flair has his old head, and
did the NWO theme started?
Yeah, they call out the sound in the back. Someone's coming out. NWO. Piper's t-shirt style is also an NWO style.
The icon. Yeah. Everybody stole.
And it is 1 year old.
Savage. I'm icon now, brother. Shit.
Piper has beat Hogan twice in the year since Hogan has turned clean. He made him, but he's not champ.
No,
because
according to the storyline, Piper did the contract to fight Hogan, but he forgot to put in that it was a title match.
I don't like it. You not realise how thick that makes you so.
That's what I mean. He desperately tries to keep strong by refusing to lose, but allows that to happen, which makes him sort of.
I don't like that before. Got a guaranteed contract. You don't mean shit. You had to turn up for 50 days in this shit. You bastard.
In fairness to Dusty, though, he does good commentary work on absolutely shitting on the idea that they're both past their prime. Saying,
what do you think Dusty's trying to clamour for a match with Flair?
Probably, yeah. I can get in the underworld, brother. Piper ups the pace of the match early on and goes straight for a chokehold and punches in the corner. The crowd is absolutely mega hot for this match. Both men trade chops, but Piper's on top, which allows Flair to do his flop and then his corner bump as Piper continues to control the match. Flair is tossed head first into the ring post, and there's a nice spot where Flair starts begging off. Piper drops to his knees as well. Pokes him in the eye. Fucking brilliant. Flair eventually gets back at it, chopping the back of Piper's knees away. The ref then has a little bit of a shoving match with Flair. Flair locks in the figure 4 leg lock. It does seem like Piper's sort of dictating that they go home quite early for some reason.
So this match felt pretty short.
I'm fucked. But he locks in the figure 4 leg lock as the commentary team do an absolutely brilliant job putting this over and putting the match over. I'll put here, just as a side note, I really do think as 3-man booth teams go, this is the best 3-man.
It's one of the better ones.
I can't think of a better 3-man team. Honestly, I really like Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain,
JR and Lawler.
Can't have Vince. Vince in the
Vince, Savage, and Rob whatever. No, the first one. Rob Bartley.
No,
Carl Bartley.
No, what's his name? The King of Ring 94, Savage Monsoon, and Art Donovan.
What's this guy?
No chance. You can't. This is definitely, in my opinion, the best 3-man booth team. There's literally.
Well, Ferrari's very good for WCW.
Yeah.
Bobby the Brain at this point is like
amazing.
Yeah, he still cares. And Dusty's just brilliant. He's just when you think of colour, it has to add colour, and he definitely adds colour to everything.
Well, we had a snippet of the Ultimate Dragon v Ray match.
I've never not enjoyed their commentary. That's brilliant. Mental. Piper now gets his angry face on, and he gets the crowd popping as he manages to turn the hold. It's turned and released. Piper then starts to get momentum, but it's slowed with a low blow. Piper then boxes his way back into the match and drops a knee to the trapezius, as Dusty calls it. Really, the trapezius.
Trapezius thing, man.
The clothesline over the top by Piper as Flair begs it off. Then the sleeper hold is locked in, but Flair does well to counter it, dropping to his knees. How Randy Anderson manages to miss Ric Flair's feet. Oh God, he's ridiculous. Piper then beyond me. Well, no, it goes from there. Yeah, Piper now manages to lock in his own figure 4 leg lock. But Flair keeps looking to the aisle, so I got the impression that this was where the horseman spot was going to be.
Mongo!
He's waiting for the thing, but he manages to grab the ropes. Then Ric Flair pulls out a foreign object, or bit of tape from his pants.
Some taped up cardboard.
He goes for the right up, but Piper blocks it and uses it himself. But this does lead to Mongo and Benoit, who are out. Piper suckers in Benoit for a diving headbutt with look hokey. Like there was so much time between it was a bit weird, but the crowd ate it up. He misses and hits Flair. Mongo though comes in and gets his shit in and does a tombstone on Piper, which Flair covers, but Piper kicks out and it's 2. Mongo and Benoit are seen looking at the top of the stage and they go, nah, he's alright.
I'm fine.
He's got this, brother.
Yeah, but Piper ain't losing this match. Piper powers up. We have them both swinging and punching. The sleeper hold is eventually locked in. Heenan tells him to drop, but he doesn't. The call on this is absolutely brilliant by Heenan, getting over that. Oh my God, it's falling, and it's brilliant. And then the 3-hand drops a huge pop for Roddy Piper, who has now added to his 2 wins over Hogan by beating Flair on pay-per-view.
Dusty, you're next.
Sam, I'll throw you first. WCW 1997, Flair and Piper. Should it be as good as it is?
No, but it was better than you think.
Yeah.
When you consider where they at both age and career-wise. Well, Flair carried on for a while. He was alright, but Piper
Flair
was
brilliant in 2007, let alone
Piper
Flair would still probably be one of the better performers.
That's true. Piper, you'd have thought by then, maybe not, but yeah. You can see why it's his second highest rated match.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I thought it was very good. You know, Flair obviously cares. They both like each other, so I think Piper's giving a shit as well.
Yeah.
I think, I thought it was very good. Piper looks in probably his best shape he's looked.
Yeah, both men.
Yeah. Flair looked really good apart from that random lump he's always had on his back.
Yeah, he's got a hernia on his
back. The only good thing I got annoyed
was
who the fuck is allowing Mongo to do a tombstone when he isn't a trained wrestler? It scares the shit out of me. I mean, he's never hurt it. I know.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt no one, in fairness to him. It probably puts over how strong he is, because he can hold people.
But it scares the shit out of me that an American football player is doing a tombstone. But he does that, and then it still wins Piper, which is a bit like, oh, fucking hell, Piper, just... Why do you need that bit to make you look even stronger?
That's exactly what I put. The only thing that would drag it down in like being a proper high scoring match for me is the interference with the Horseman. Could have just not happened.
Unnecessary.
It could have just been a clean win.
You could have had him hit him with that spot where he got the knucks and he kicked out at 2, and then you build into the... That's it. Yeah. That's all you need. You don't need to put over... I mean, maybe it put over Mongo in the fact that he looked quite strong, I suppose, but...
Still kicked out of it.
Yeah,
I was going to say it was his finish and he kicked out.
But I'm splitting hairs because I thought it was a brilliant match. Bell to bell. The wrestling probably isn't fantastic, but it's the best psychology we've seen. Absolutely.
Great there.
It's not the only one!
WCW.
Everybody loved it, and that's what you need now. Yeah, stop being bastards and
stop acting like you know everything and just watch the damn match.
Just enjoy the matches, and then shit on it after.
That's what we're here for. So, 3 questions. Firstly, having seen both high star rated matches, and I know we've watched this more recently than WrestleMania 8, which one are you giving the edge to?
Oh, definitely 8, because of the bit with Piper where he's conflicted with the belt and everything.
And Heenan's commentary on that was
even
better. Off on him! Give it
Oh, mate, that
Radio 83.
That was the match of the show for me.
Fucking happened on that show.
That and hang on. You had Flair v Savage and Piper v Brett.
Yeah.
That's a show.
Yeah, that's very true.
And both had blood.
Which company would you say got the best out of Roddy Piper?
WWF. The 80s, I would say. His first run when he was proper heel.
When he was shaving midgets
interrupting bloody hillbilly weddings
and whacking people
and not jobbing a Hogan brother.
Jack?
Yeah, I think early 80s heel Piper is the best version of Piper and it's his best run. But I do think if he cared more and turned up more, this run in WCW could have been really, really good.
Yeah. Well, I think at that point he was probably placed as the main face.
Yeah, he was.
Against the NWO because things buggered off. So for a year he's the placeholder, and because he gets dragged into this stupid Flair Horseman feud, which sort of then makes the Horsemen a group of heels on a show dominated.
I don't get that really. I'm the heel.
Well, in the show, in a couple of shows' time,
because I'm face.
Yeah, because I mean, his tag team partner in this is Kurt Hennig, who joins.
He turns
not long when they do that, and then it leads into another round.
DDP on this show, do we?
No, he turns on Flair. He joins the Horsemen.
In this match.
No, he doesn't turn in this. He's a face.
I thought there was a tag match on this show where Hennig is the mystery partner of somebody. DDP versus Savage and
he doesn't turn on.
He walks off. Hennig.
Oh right, well he doesn't
walks off.
He doesn't turn because in 3 or 4 episodes time.
Oh yeah, because they do the Horseman.
He turns on the Horseman, and then at War Games he turns on Flair to join the NWO.
I forgot about that.
Which is
I should remember that.
Which is garbage,
my boy.
And in this show, Lex Luger taps out Hogan,
in the rack.
In the rack.
In the main event, which is another tag match. Hogan, you never defend your belt! This is every week. And we let Jay Leno.
Well, I'm Jay Leno. Rounding out the episode, do we think Piper's Pit is the greatest talk show segment in wrestling?
Yeah, it is. You can't argue with it. It's the first one, or
what about the Heartbreak Hotel?
That had the fancy
fake taker as well.
Yeah,
a fake taker. Main event Brian Lee.
I can't think of any that are better than it.
Nah, it's the first one, or
I think Piper's Pit is probably
Snake Pit.
I like the cabana.
I like the cabana look. I do like the highlight reel.
That's probably the
highlight reel
one.
Is good.
Yeah.
And I like the look of the Snake Pit. Although the only thing where did the Hogan thing happen? It was on Piper's Pit, wasn't it?
Which one?
Oh, with Andre.
Yeah, that was Piper's Pit.
It's got to be Piper's Pit because of that.
Cool. It's the most memorable moment.
I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I mean, it's all there, even the coconuts and everything.
What about the Flair for the Gold? I love the Flair for the Gold.
Live! What the fuck is that?
It's brilliant.
Live!
I don't know what it is, but it's amazing. And Shockmaster fell through a wall.
God, it was awful. Nothing good to come of this.
No. But that is day 11 in the book. So we are up to the cusp of our 12 days of Christmas. So, of course, we're expecting you to join us tomorrow for your 12th day of Christmas. If you want to check out the episodes or our social media, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/BCCpod. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter @BCCpod or our website, which is bettercallcreative.com, where you can see the podcast and Jack's reviews of music and games. And don't forget to check us out tomorrow at the same time for more Christmassy fun. But for today, I am saying goodbye, jolly old Saint Nick, with the Christmas pudding, Jack Chance saying
goodbye,
and the Grinch from Grinchtown, Sam Chance saying
goodbye.
Goodbye, folks. See you tomorrow.
We're gonna sing the 12 Days of Christmas. Okay? So you're gonna start us out? Okay. Just one more time. You did that twice in a row. That was good. Okay. On the first day of Christmas, Roddy Piper gave to me a sleeper hole just for you. Got 11 more of these. On the second day of Christmas, Roddy Piper gave to me 2 nipple tears. Gotta leave a mark. And a sleeper for you. Get up. Maybe we should just go to the end because Christmas will be gone by the time we get through the song, and it's so much fun, okay? So get Granny up and here we go. We'll just start at 12. On the 12th day of Christmas, Roddy Piper gave to me 12 headlocks, 11 kidney shots, 10 head butts. Just relax. 9 elbow smashes, 8 uppercuts, 7 low blows, 6 clotheslines, 5 bagpipes, 4 eye pokes, 3 chair shots, 2 nipple twisties,